His name is Bond. James Bond. And his name is John. Sorry, John, what's that last name again?
Sure, my name is John Threlfall, which is like Skyfall.
You might be apt to use a Bond movie to pronounce your name too, if you dedicated an entire room of your home to display over 700 pieces of 007 memorabilia.
The one item I'm especially proud of is the car. I have the one car that started the whole thing still when I was 7 years old. I got my first James Bond car and I still have that car in my collection. It's not big in the realm of Bond collectors. I got contacted by a guy recently out in Abbotsford who has 8,000 pieces in his Bond collection.
Okay, that guy in Abbotsford has more memorabilia, but John, who's an instructor at the University of Victoria, is such a Bond fanatic that last year he taught a continuing studies course called Deconstructing 007, James Bond Beyond the Movies.
I wanted to teach it because I think most people only know James Bond from the films. You know, we all know Sean Connery, Roger Moore, you know, whoever your favorite Bond is, we all know James Bond from the movies. But I don't think most people are aware of how much more there is to the James Bond canon than that. You know, I'm talking Ian Fleming's original stories as well, which go back to 1953. I'm fascinated by the whole package, and I think that's a world that people need to be exposed to.
Men want to be him, women want to be with him. Is he a good, positive role model hero for us?
I don't think so. I mean, he's a good anti-hero. He's a good example of the classic anti-hero. Is he a good hero? Is he a good role model? You know, he's an alcoholic. He's an assassin. He's a cold-blooded killer. At the heart of the character, people talk about him being a spy, but he is a 00 agent, and the 00 is the license to kill. He's a cold-blooded killer. That's what he does. Is that a good role model? I don't know. You know, his treatment of women is not so great over the years. It's definitely improving, but still, it's not so great. My son is 10, and I don't think that I would necessarily want him to look at James Bond as a role model.
But as an entertainer, James Bond continues to delight fans. The latest Bond offering, Spectre, the 24th official Bond film, gets a mildly enthusiastic thumbs up from John.
It's a good movie. Is it a great movie? It's not in the top 5, but it's certainly a lot of fun. And even so-so Daniel Craig movie is better than any Roger Moore movie.
So I was gonna, which leads me to my next question. Do you have a favorite Bond movie?
That's tough. That's like asking a Beatles fan if they have a favorite Beatles song. Skyfall is really great. I really like From Russia with Love as well, and On Her Majesty's Secret Service, and Goldfinger. It's a lot like someone being a Star Wars fan now. You go to the movie, you watch it, you go, wow, this is fantastic. Look at this world that's opened up to me. And then you go out and you find books and toys and games and puzzles and, you know, bed sheets and towels and aftershave, everything that relates to that character. And you get immersed in this world. When I was a kid, that didn't exist. Star Wars didn't exist. Anything like that didn't exist. It was really just Bond. It was the Beatles and Bond. So I was too young for the Beatles, but I was the right age for Bond. And Bond, the Beatles was a finite time period. Bond has continued on.
And Bond continues on here. Spectre is still playing at IMAX. In Victoria, I'm Dan Kahan.